You know what? Healthy relationships are boring. Yeah, they're very boring. Nobody pays attention to them. Less camera time, less hashtag goals. So today, let's get into what y'all really apparently like. Okay, we're going to do a deep dive today on the whole Chriselle Blueface, and do I refer to her as baby mama, girlfriend, or can we finally put the F on fiance? So let's get into it. I am Denise Brady. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and most recently I started to look at how things are changing, how some things used to be hashtag relationship goals, hashtag bae. Now it's all about hashtag toxic relationships. And we're going to look at it from the viewpoint of this whole triangulation of Blueface, baby mama, fiance, Jalen, Stewie, what we calling her, and Chrisean. So we have this triangle, and these three people together are getting followers, fame. People love to eat it up. And so when I look at them as three different people, I see Blueface with the ego, and I see two women who have had terrible childhoods, a lot of unhealed childhood trauma, a lot of anxiousness, all these people have had a lot of childhood trauma. Blueface himself too, his mama is always on live talking about her own son. Low key, I think there's some kind of dynamic between Blueface and his mom, some of that Oedipus complex. Sometimes we see in dynamics where the mother thinks that no one is good enough for her son, but it goes deeper because subconsciously the mother develops a relationship with her son that sometimes blurs the lines of mother and kind of surrogate girlfriend, wife, whatever term you want to use. But I do think that there is some, I don't want to say incestuous because I don't think that, that's not happening. But I do think that there's some layer of the only woman good enough for you will be me, your mother. Because she can't stay out of their business. She's always talking about one of his women. Hell, she even said on live a couple weeks ago that she has a lot of love for, I think her name is Jalen. She has a lot of love for Jalen, a lot of love for Blueface's sister, but she don't love them, okay? She likes them. I don't get it. I don't get this one, but that we can do a whole separate video on these toxic mother of celebrities. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do a whole breakdown of celebrity mothers and the toxicity that they bring, okay? But anyway, back to these three people. So you have three people with childhood trauma, okay? Three people, childhood trauma, unhealed, with a shadow light, brightening them with fame, celebrity, money, and noticing that the more toxic we are, the more just negative we are, the more love and attention we get, because toxicity sells nowadays. That's what people are watching. Even though some of you guys are familiar with E. Kane and her, her baby daddy on TikTok, they're always on live getting into it. The stuff that people do for fame, and all these people have no guidance. All these people, the only guidance that they have is management, PR people who are making money off of the toxicness that they are, showing, giving. So most recently, Blueface proposed to his longtime baby mama, and she was happy. Okay, happy for what? Okay, after a 3-year public relationship with Chrisean, he kicks her out so many times from their house. He had a whole baby on her, multiple women. She finally got the ring, and we saw her on live crying. She couldn't believe it. It was at the Rams game. All her friends were hyping her up, but for what though? Okay, that's another issue, is that people have people around them who are not healed themselves. So you rooting me up, you pushing me into a toxic relationship. What has she really gotten from this relationship with Blueface other than some kids, some fame, and apparently now a record deal with Columbia Records? But eventually, Blueface is gonna get tired, and he gonna go right back over there to Chrisean. Y'all know it's only a matter of time before they get back together. They got a whole baby together. I guess he claimed, he not claiming. But when you have three people with unhealed childhood trauma, look what you get. This is a prime example of what you get when money, unhealed childhood trauma, fame, notoriety. And Blueface is very much driven by ego and fame. That proposal to me was a revenge proposal to show, okay, Krishan, you over there making these songs with, what's his name, Lil Malibu, making these songs showing that you're over me, you hate me. You know what? I'm gonna put it in your face that I'm over here doing this. Not only that, it helps my ego because I have another woman who does want me. Even if you don't want me, I'm ego driven. Okay, so my ego is what needs to be filled, and this other woman makes me feel good as a person. That ego, okay, that ego is what's really driving him, and eventually it's going to be an explosion. Okay, we've seen Krishan on live, we've seen her try and burn down his house, but people enjoy toxicity. It's like this train wreck that everyone is loving to watch. I'm sure there are people who go back to their own relationships and say, why aren't you doing this? Oh, he don't do that for me. The people who are really wanting men to pay attention to them, maybe some of the women who have more pick-me behavior are like, oh, I wish my man would do that for me. He would propose to me. She finally got a ring. I'm so happy for her. The Delulus, okay? Because ain't no way a long-lasting relationship, that's what you want. But because of what you saw as a child, also what you were missing as a child, those healthy parental relationships, the mirroring of healthy relationships, you think this is all there is. You think this is what I want. Well, my mama went back and forth to my daddy. My daddy kept cheating on my mama and she always went back. So maybe this is what it's all about. It's not. But because we keep watching, clicking, adding to the fame, we watch the lives. Sometimes I find myself watching the E. Kane videos of her boyfriend and her going off, okay? But it's sad to see that this is what some people see, that I'm getting the fame, I'm getting attention, I'm gonna keep doing it. E. Kane is a prime example of somebody who continues to feed into the narrative of an unhealthy relationship. Even when people come into her comments, people are saying, don't you want to be healed? Don't you want to like work through this? Why you keep going back? And she just says, leave me alone. Let me be. Some people are so used to this kind of dynamic, they don't know nothing else. It's uncomfortable to go into a phase of your life where there's calm, there's peace, when all you know is chaos. Some people only know chaos. So what am I supposed to do? I've been coping through chaos my whole life. So this relationship ain't nothing new. So this is why people love toxic relationships, is because they see it gets fame. Oh, Blueface and Krishan is doing it. I want to get some money. Let me get to that bag too. Let me get a Zeus network contract. They do it. I'm going to do it too. And until we stop tuning in and watching, liking, comparing relationships, it's going to continue. Okay. Apparently, healthy relationships are dead. This is what people want. But let me know your thoughts. This was a little bit of a deep dive on the childhood trauma, that unresolved childhood trauma. And the kids, y'all. Somebody help them children who have to see this stuff. The next generation, that intergenerational trauma is just pouring into like Blueface's kids, Krishan's child. E. Kane's children are all watching this stuff happen. That's how the generational cycle happens, because now they're marrying, this is love. And so when I grow up, I want the same thing. Okay. But let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, subscribe. Let me know if you're going to do some more deep dives on some of these celebrity couples. And I will see you in the next video.